Good afternoon, everyone. This is Henry, and as we get into tonight's video newsletter, I've got two charts for you. The first of which, those of you that have been following these videos will be familiar with. And it's a chart that really does a pretty good job of continuing to reflect the analysis that I've been giving you, so I think it's worth continuing to stick with. If you're totally unfamiliar with this, I'll be brief, but I'll just show you previous instances here where daily squeezes, essentially these red dots that at some point turn to green, the transition of them from red to green can drive a spike in volatility, right? We see this move back here in October, we see another in November, and what is setting up now with another daily squeeze. So there's been a lot of back and forth inside this squeeze, and I am of the opinion that there will not be a good lasting low in equities until this signal is resolved. Now, if something comes up that I'm not seeing and this changes and the VIX fires short, well then I want to be the first to address that. And we'll look at it and I'll say things have changed and we will change our tune. But until that happens, the mean is rising. Right? So you see how you're waiting for this expansion of volatility in a volatility product, and as you respect resistance, you're not coming down and making a lower low, right? You've got a horizontal that you have paused at, but on the pullbacks from those horizontals, higher lows are being made in alignment with that rising mean. So this is all just a way of saying that I think that squeeze could resolve maybe to 24, maybe to 27, and maybe all the way to 30. So I just can't see this and run these charts every day and not keep bringing it to, in this case, a free audience, right? I want everybody to know about this because I think it's that important. Again, I know these come to you only once a week. I will be updating this every day in the chat room should it change. But just really be careful with this out into the end of February, maybe it's the end of March, but that to me is an ominous chart. After that, I'm going to show you this put call reading. This is another way of judging sentiment and working to find a spot because at some point the market should get so oversold that panic sets in and that the fear of people coming in and buying puts at the lows actually helps it reverse. What I want to look for in that is the 10-day simple moving average on this put call chart, and I want to see it best itself, right? Do you see how the peak of the moving average here was one inflection point? Then you had a shift that was from right here, about the same price. Now it did go on to be more extreme, and that's what I'm pointing out, two pieces. The first of which is that I think something like this needs to occur again. Right? Get up to 0.9, 0.92 in that moving average, and then there is enough fear in the market to try to come in and buy it, to try to look for a bounce more into the middle of the year. Again, saying that this could take a while to play out, but please do keep it in mind because I think it will make a difference. So those are the cautionary charts I wanted to bring you for tonight. I think that points us over to an emphasis on trading the indexes to the short side. I think that is usually easier than finding individual stocks, that we'll be covering that tonight on the simpler video newsletter. In other news, I wanted to make sure you guys were aware of the class that John is teaching. So he's got a new edition of the squeeze that I have really enjoyed using, and it's what you'll see him using in the chat room. He's got 3 more days of live trading coming up with this. But if you want to pick that version up, you'll be able to attend the session that is coming up this Friday. And those live sessions with John are always enjoyable, super educational, and I wanted to make sure that you were aware of them. So I appreciate your time and attention. Have a great rest of your night. Hope to see you in the chat room tomorrow. Hey traders, this is Henry with simplertrading.com. I wanted to thank you for watching today's video. I hope you found it helpful. And if so, be sure to click the like and subscribe buttons down below. If you would like to also see me putting these ideas into action and trading my own account live in front of you, be sure to sign up at simplertrading.com, and I hope to see you in the chat room sometime soon.